The reason for the detention of Nikolai Farafonov was his anti-war messages on social networks. The court called them calls for arson of military commissariats, that is, terrorism. On September 7th, security forces already came to Farafonov. After the search, they took him away for interrogation. Then they released him. Now they detained him in his friend's apartment. The next day, the court arrested Farafonov.
I'm guessing it from local informers. We have been threatened more than once online, saying that we will be imprisoned for 10 years. But we still wrote articles against the war. We are two activists from Vuktil, the only powerful ones here. I'm very worried that this article would not be forced out under torture. Radmila Ryabtseva, friend of Nikolai Farafonov, on Telegram.
Even prisoners want to escape from Russia. More and more citizens of Tajikistan serving sentences in Russian colonies are asking to be transferred to their homeland. According to human rights activists, about 20 Tajik citizens, former prisoners of Russian colonies, have already died in the ranks of the Russian army.
Our relatives wrote to the Prosecutor General's office and asked to transfer us to Tajik prisons to continue serving our sentences. We wrote to the embassy. We explained that they were recruiting guys, but so far there is no answer.
For anti-war statements and refusal to go to war against Ukraine, everyone in Russia will face a criminal case. Experts believe that such pressure could cause a backlash from Russians.
Throughout Russia, more than 50% of people understand that Putin is a war. He is the main engine of the war. He is the main reason for all the difficulties the Russians are now experiencing, which is why many people are waiting the death of Putin.
Meet Grinder politics is what Russian artist Vladimir Ovchinnikov called his anti-war graffiti. He paid a fine for this 30,000 rubles, but the artist Lyudmila Razumova and her common-law husband Alexander Martynov were sentenced to 7 and 5 years in a maximum security colony for their anti-war position and graffiti.
I'm not crazy. I imagined how this could end for me in our time. But the despair was stronger. It seemed to suppress my fear gene in me, probably passed on to us by inheritance. Despair, pain, shame, and most importantly, fear for the children. I have 3. This fear defeated another fear for myself. All my life I have been out of politics. It's not that I wasn't interested at all, but I just understood that it was all very dark and useless. Now I think different. I think that all our troubles were precisely because everyone thought so, not counting those who were more honest than us, who were meekly silent, more honest and stronger. Lyudmila Razumova, Russian artist from a publication of the Novaya Gazeta.
According to OVD Info, more than 600 people have become defendants in criminal cases in Russia because of their anti-war position. Reported by Sergei Kulyas, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.